Dodgers have arrived in Seattle for the final 3 games of the regular season. Tonight, the NL West champs open up a 3-game series against the AL West champion Mariners. It will be a stress-free weekend for the Dodgers after they clinched in Arizona yesterday.
Ground ball to third, over to first, 12 times in 13 years. The Dodgers have won the West.
First off, congratulations. Let's have fun. Let's enjoy tonight because you guys deserve it. Congratulations.
You're about to get obliterated. I can see it in Kershaw's eyes. You don't get this very often in your life. You really don't.
When was the last time you went on a slip and slide?
You think distracted me right now. I don't know what's going on. I don't want goggles. I don't want a shirt. I hardly want pants, Dave.
Fix yourself, Dave. Been waiting all year for that.
It's colder every year.
Oh, I thought they were microphones. My bad. I thought they were microphones. At the World Series, and I'll go down the slip and slide.
It's still cold. It's still cold, but it's still the best feeling in the world. I'm going to enjoy every second of it.
Hello and welcome to Leadoff LA. I'm John Hartung alongside Jerry Hairston Jr., Adrian Gonzalez. Those guys had a chance to maybe sober up. They dry off and shower, and kind of a strange way for the Dodgers to finish the season. They're up in Seattle playing the Mariners, an American League team. Really good Mariners team, Jerry. Coming into the series, both teams have already clinched.
Yeah, both teams have clinched. Seattle still looking for home field advantage throughout. They're a really good team. Dodgers, you're right, John. They're a little, I don't want to use the word, I won't use it. They're a little sleepy. They're a little tired. But guys in the lineup, expect them to play well.
Yeah, the great thing is they had an unbelievable night last night. A great, happy flight, one of the happiest flights they'll ever have. And, you know, they're ready to go today. They're ready to get themselves ready for the postseason. And it's a fun night.
Have a little Colombian coffee. That kind of perks you up.
Okay,
a little
right.
that. That was some good stuff.
All right, so what a run it has been for the Dodgers. 4th straight NL West title, 12 division championships in 13 years, 23rd NL West crown in franchise history. They've been the division champs 9 times in Dave Roberts' 10 years. They've now won 90 or more games every full season since 2013, a run that began when both Adrian and Jerry played for those Dodgers teams. There might be some fans or athletes in other sports who wonder why teams celebrate with a wild champagne party after winning a division title. Both of you guys understand the journey, the 162-game grind, Jerry, and why it is a moment that is worth celebrating.
Listen, no disrespect to any other sport. You know, football, obviously they play 17 games. Now, that is a grueling, tough sport physically, but it's just 17 games. When you play just about every single night, 162 games in about 183 days, that is an absolute grind. So when you do win the division title, you certainly celebrate. But I also love the celebration because it provides closure. It means, hey, we accomplished something. Now we are ready to move on. You close that chapter by celebrating, and you get ready for the postseason. So I love the fact, because you never know when you get this opportunity again to represent your team as division champs or just enter the postseason.
They gathered together in February. That's a long time ago. I mean, you're talking 7-8 months ago where they just been together as a family, growing as a family with one goal in mind. And this is the goal. Yeah. Win the division. Obviously, the ultimate goal is to win the World Series, but you need to win the division first. And so you celebrate that and you enjoy. And this is what brings teams together, getting ready for the postseason. These type of celebrations brings you closer together and makes you hungry for the next celebration. Right. So this is why you celebrate. You enjoy the moment, but everybody knows that there's more to go.
Yeah, the Dodgers hope there will be 4 more champagne celebrations just like that. And as you would expect, after the celebration, the happy flight to Seattle, some of the regulars are getting the day off. Shohei is still leading it off. He always wants to be in there. There's no Mookie, no Freddie, because, you know, Freddie getting that usual I will sit when we clinch day off. Tonight it's Andy Pages, Michael Conforto in the 2 and 3 spots. Teoscar in the cleanup. You've got Hesson Kim batting 5th, playing short. Miguel Rojas is at 2nd. Dalton Rushing starting at first base. Kike Hernandez is at 3rd, and Ben Rortvedt will be catching Emmett Sheehan. Adrian, what sticks out to you tonight?
I love seeing Hesson Kim there in the 5 spot. You know, let's get a little pop out of him today and drive some guys in.
I love Kim getting a chance to play. He's playing shortstop in place of Mookie Betts. Hopefully he gets 5 at-bats tonight. But I'm also looking at Dalton Rushing playing first base. Hopefully he also gets 5 plate appearances. Make him count.
Still 3 more games left to play this weekend before next Tuesday's Game 1 of the Wild Card Series. Obviously, goal number 1 is staying healthy, Adrian. But outside of that, what are the guys trying to get out of these next 3 games in Seattle?
One of the things I love is that they're facing a really, really great starting rotation, because this will prepare you for the rotation you're about to face come Tuesday. So for me, I was talking about this last night, facing the Mariners that have already clinched, they're still fighting for the number 1 seed. So they're putting out their best pitchers. That gives them an opportunity to face playoff caliber pitching. So for the hitters, this is a great time to really, really step up, be ready for that kind of atmosphere, that kind of pitching, and really prepare yourself for Tuesday. Come whoever it is. We don't know who that's going to be, but this pitching staff from the Mariners is really going to prepare them. So I love the fact that they're facing the Mariners right now.
I used to love facing the young arms back in the day in Florida, the Florida Marlins, when they threw out A.J. Burnett, Josh Beckett, because when they were throwing 100 miles an hour, that got me ready for the season. To Gonzo's point, these arms that we'll see this series, that's going to prepare them not only for the postseason, but we may run into this team again in the World Series, because I expect the Dodgers to be there. Certainly, the Mariners are more than capable to represent the American League in the World Series. So I like that we're facing this team now, because we might face them down the road.
Begins with right-hander George Kirby, talented right-hander for the Mariners, on the mound for the series opener tonight. It was a super happy flight to Seattle last night. The Dodgers can catch their breath just a bit before the intensities really ratcheted up beginning Tuesday night at Dodger Stadium. Kirsten Watson is with the Dodgers in Seattle. She joins us live with more on this final series of the regular season. Hi, Kirsten.
Hi, John. Yeah, of course, the lineup does look a little bit different the day after the team clinched. And you mentioned it. They do get to take a deep breath, but it's just going to be a quick one. Dave Roberts talked about the lineup today and also how important it's going to be getting the guys back into that mode of intensity, especially starting tomorrow as they do prepare for the wild card, because they will be without a bye week this year.
It's just more of trying to get a few guys off their feet. Obviously, just kind of going hard till yesterday to give them a little reprieve, and then to get them back in the lineup tomorrow.
Having gotten so used to having that bye week, do you have to approach the end of this season differently without a bye week, going straight into the wild card?
I think so. I think that with the bye week, you sort of have obviously a little bit longer time to kind of reset, regroup. Playing again on Tuesday and starting the postseason, you've got to keep that intensity throughout the regular season to keep that momentum into the postseason. So, yeah, there's a few guys that are going to get a day off here, but we're still, after that day for those guys, we're still trying to win baseball games and still trying to win tonight. We got to keep that edge.
So for players like Mookie Betts or Freddie Freeman, they do have that day today to be down, but they will be back in the lineup tomorrow. Then you have a few others, Max Muncy, Tommy Edman. They're not in the lineup today either, but they are still kind of battling their injuries. So for Tommy, he's that ankle that's been bothering him almost, you could safely say, essentially all year. For him, when the team was in Arizona, he made an incredible play in center field, but it did tweak his ankle a little bit. The concern level right now is not high, but they are kind of managing him accordingly in this series. And for Max Muncy, we don't know the specifics except for a lower half. It's going to be a similar dynamic for him. For guys like those two, the most important thing is getting them ready for the wild card.
Yeah, try to get everybody as healthy as possible on Tuesday. A lot of star power in this series this weekend in Seattle. But Kirsten, there's one particular female fan there in the stands who really admires you.
Oh my goodness. Wait, I have to find her.
Kirsten Watson is my idol.
Thank you. That's so sweet. I have to find her.
Well, it's a really cool thing. It's like someone
that
says,
is the sweetest thing I have ever seen.
It's like traveling with Janet Jackson over there.
Kirsten, thank you very much.
You see the hair? I'm refreshed.
We'll see you again in just a few minutes. Might have a chance to say hello to that young lady. Thank you very much. There's a Mariners coming up at 6:30. Look, Kirsten Watson has found the young lady in the stands with the sign saying Kirsten is her idol. Making memories today in Seattle. What a cool moment for both of them, and also making memories right here on Sportsnet LA. Jerry, somewhere out there, somebody saying, Jay here's my idol. Sure.
Probably my old man.
Clayton Kershaw winding down his 18th and final season in the majors. He's possibly been a part of more clubhouse celebrations than any player in history. This is his 15th time in the postseason, 14th as the NL West champion. With this October still in play, Kershaw's made 9 trips to the NLCS on the doorstep of the World Series for more than half of his career. 2017, 2018, 2020, and then again last year, hopefully this year, a 5th trip to the World Series. Here was Kersh yesterday with David Bassett.
Well, Clayton Kershaw has the shirt off, and I'm wearing it on my head right now. It's really wet, Clayton, and congratulations.
Thanks, Dave. I don't know where to go from there, but thanks.
Hey, what does this team mean to you? What does it mean to celebrate an NL West championship, knowing that this is your last season?
You don't get this very often in your life. You really don't. You got to celebrate every single moment, and you never know, man. You just never know. And so getting to celebrate something that's been very hard for us to get to is special. And this is something special. So we're going to celebrate. It's going to be a lot of fun. And it's still cold. It's still cold, but it's still the best feeling in the world. So I'm going to enjoy every second of it.
I know you never want to make it about yourself, but there's Max Muncy. Every one of your teammates wants you to feel the burn today.
Oh, I can't wait. I love every second. We're all going to feel the burn today. We're all going to feel it.
Are you ready for this October? Ready to be with this group? Oh, Snailzilla's got a little...
Hey.
I thought they were microphones. My bad. I thought they were microphones. This team seems to mean a lot to you, and you seem to mean a lot to them.
I love this team, man. I love every second of it. I mean, this is the best part of baseball. And sorry, I got some in the eye. Oh, I took one in the eye. But it's the best part of baseball to get to celebrate with people that have been in it with you for every step of the way. And yeah, this one means more because this is my last time to do it, but it's just the best.
I need you to give Yamamoto some shine. It feels like he's been the forgotten man in baseball this year.
He's not forgotten on our team. He's been unbelievable. Today was just another dominant performance. I know Skeens had a great year, and he rightfully should win the Cy Young, but Yama's right there, if not more, and we're glad he's on our team.
Do you want your shirt back?
No, I don't want my shirt back. I don't want goggles. I don't want a shirt. I hardly want pants, Dave.
All right, we'll end it right there before it goes any further. Congratulations.
Thanks.
There he is, the man, Clayton Kershaw. Hey, get you some, Dave. Been waiting all year for that. Woo!
Classic stuff. Clayton Kershaw, he's going to be in Cooperstown, New York in August of 2031 for his Hall of Fame induction. He is one of a kind, and always, as we just saw, the most memorable interview when that champagne is flowing, Jerry. When you think about it, ever since he was called up to the show 18 years ago, this entire organization has been synonymous with winning during his run.
Absolutely, and he's been a huge reason why. I mean, he's been the ace for this staff for so many years. We've counted upon him to be the stopper. We've had losing streaks. He's led our staff. He's been in the mix. So Clayton Kershaw, to be, especially this day and age, to be in an organization for 18 straight years like Tony Gwynn did, Cal Ripken Jr., Kobe Bryant, that is so special. So he is Dodger baseball.
Yeah, I mean, he has been, the Dodgers for the past 2 decades, and it's great to be able to see him, once he announces retirement, to be in the postseason. Hopefully, they give him those 4 more celebrations coming up here, so he can enjoy this. And he's been the ace. He's been the leader. He's been the MVP of this organization for so long now, and it's great to see him celebrate and enjoy those moments.
And Gonzo knows this. Listen, we know how intense Kersh is on start day. He is locked in. But the other 4 days, he is the best teammate. He's there on the bench cheering guys on. Day games, he has his pull-down sunglasses. He is the best teammate, so I'm so happy that Clayton Kershaw is experiencing this. But not only this year, too. Last year experienced it, but this year is different because he is an integral part. Yeah. He's going to be a huge part of that bullpen.
All right, still more to come here on Leadoff LA. The Dodgers started the domestic portion of their season against the Detroit Tigers, and they'll finish it against the Seattle Mariners. A little bit of a strange schedule here in 2025. Emmett Sheehan on the mound for the Blue coming up at 6:30. Plus, a month ago, most Dodger fans had no idea who Ben Rortvedt was. Now he's become a vital part of this team heading into the postseason. We'll have an update on the Dodgers catching situation next. As we've seen in recent years, the day after clinching the division, Freddie Freeman and Mookie Betts getting a day off. Here's who Dave Roberts has in his lineup tonight to go up against Mariners right-hander George Kirby. It will be Shohei still leading off. He always wants to be in there every day. Andy Pages in the 2-hole. Michael Conforto batting third. Then Teoscar Hernandez batting cleanup. Hae-Sung Kim getting a start at shortstop. He will bat fifth. Then it's Miguel Rojas at second base. Dalton Rushing is your first baseman tonight. Kike Hernandez is at third. Jerry and Ben Rortvedt will catch Emmett Sheehan.
Well, you see Shohei Ohtani, he is highlighted. He has 54 bombs on this season. They also got a stud over there on the other side. They call him the big dumper. He's got some power over there. I'm looking at Dalton Rushing, getting a start at first base, so infielders do not rush your throws.
Yeah, looking at the 2-3 spot that's usually occupied by Mookie and Freddie, Andy Pages and Michael Conforto. Hopefully they have a good day today.
Yeah, big dumper. Cal Raleigh, 60 bombs this year for the Mariners. Shohei Ohtani is starting tonight. He has something to play for over the next 3 days. Last night belted his 54th home run of the year. That ties his franchise mark he set just last season, Adrian. He has 108 homers in 2 years with the Dodgers.
Continue to add to your MVP season. He needs to keep going. You know, we have some great candidates up for MVP as well, so he needs to keep going, keep doing his thing, and continue to make it an easy decision for those voters.
Yeah, you would think that he is going to be the MVP. I mean, he's done so many things, but you're right, Gonzo. You never know what happens the next couple days because voters can be skewed. Who knows? If Schwarber hits 4 home runs or 5 home runs the next 3 nights, that could be skewed, but make no mistake about it. What he's done, the big show. Offensively, especially on the mound.
Yes.
Yep. He is so dominant on the mound. I'm shocked that he's been so great on the mound so early. So it's good to see Shohei do his thing, and he certainly should be the NL MVP.
Yeah, as long as he's doing both, you might as well just rename the MVP award the Shohei Ohtani Award. Shohei's 108 home runs with the Dodgers, tied for third most in history for a player their first 2 years with a club. Babe Ruth hit 113 in 1920 and 21 with the Yankees. Just one in front of Ohtani is Alex Rodriguez's 109 home runs with the Texas Rangers in the early 2000s. And as we saw in the lineup, along with no Freddie Freeman and Mookie Betts, Dave Roberts is also keeping Max Muncy and Tommy Edman out of tonight's game. Kirsten Watson is at T-Mobile Park in Seattle. She joins us live with more. Hi, Kirsten.
Hi, John. Well, for those two specifically, they have been battling a few injuries this year. For Tommy Edman, it's been that ankle. And when the team was in Arizona, he made an excellent play in center field. But he did tweak his ankle and eventually came out of the game to be pinch run for by Alex Hall. Then you have for Max Muncy. He is someone who we know has dealt with an oblique injury this year, has been hit and just by pitches quite a few times. Dave Roberts didn't go into specifics, but he did talk about just keeping those two down today and potentially a little bit longer over this weekend.
You know, I think it's what we thought it was going to be like, in the sense of it's not going to be 100%, throughout the rest of this season. It is something we're going to have to keep managing. That play out in center field the other day sort of, flared up a little bit. That's why he's not in there today. But, my thought is that he'll be back in there tomorrow.
When we asked you about Muncy yesterday, you said it was just a day off, but you hesitated, Dave. Is there more to it?
He's just not right, so I'm just trying to give him a little bit more time for the body. Want to make sure he's in a good spot, so.
Yeah. Talking about a specific issue?
Right now, it's a lower body part. So it's kind of just where he's at right now. I don't want to get too much into it, but I'm not too concerned. But it's enough, obviously, concerning that I'm not playing. But hopefully, we give him a couple days, and then he'll be ready to go.
So has it been impacting him at the plate since he's come back?
No, I don't think so.
So specifically for Tommy and Max, for those two guys, when looking at the injuries, Dave Roberts made it clear the concern level is not high. We even got to briefly talk with Max Muncy this afternoon. Again, he did not go into specifics. He just said ultimately he has been hit by quite a few pitches. There are a few things he's kind of just feeling, and right now the most important thing is being ready for the postseason and for Tuesday. He has no doubt that he will not be ready come the wild card. There's a chance he could get back into one of these games, but right now they're just kind of playing it safe. And even as they were mentioning with Tommy, this is what they expected with this ankle injury. He's not going to be at 100%. Honestly, no one really is at 100% on this team right now, but he should be good to go for a very exciting postseason run, guys.
Yeah, all you can hope for is guys aren't too limited with what they're dealing with. Kirsten, thank you very much. Max Muncy is out for that second straight game. We heard Dave Roberts talking about it, saying at least for now he's not concerned about Muncy's availability for the wild card opener on Tuesday, Jerry. But when you have Will Smith out and you have Tommy Edmonds been dealing with that sore ankle all season long, it's at least a little bit concerning that Max Muncy is dealing with something because the Dodgers need his bat.
Absolutely. Not just his bat, but the threats. Just him being in the lineup, he provides protection for guys like Freddie Freeman and Teoscar Hernandez. So I'm hoping the next couple days Max Muncy starts to feel better. We will have that day off on Monday as well. So hopefully by Tuesday he's feeling a little better. But you got to remember, guys, especially now, are dealing with something. Some a little more serious than others, but everybody's dealing with something. So hopefully he could be 75, 80%, because that 75, 80% is better than most. But good thing we have a guy like Kershaw Hernandez who has experience in that postseason.
Yeah, and again, Muncy is so important in that lineup because of the threat that he does provide, the at-bats, the way he grinds out the opposing pitcher. He does so many things that help out the lineup and, just puts people in the right place where they belong behind him. So, just, again, if he is a little banged up, which he is, we just need him to be right for Tuesday. Whatever he's dealing with, get it treated. These 3 games are important to get ourselves ready, but they don't mean anything anymore. It's about being ready for Tuesday. So he's so important. We really need him there on Tuesday.
You see that graphic, a lower body part. Obviously, you never want to speculate, but what that tells me, it could be a soft tissue injury. Yeah. So don't go first to third. You're not trying to score from first in the ball in the gap. Go station to station for a little while because we definitely need him in that lineup.
Heal quickly. 4 days until that wild card series opener. You can catch this 3-game series with the Mariners right here on Sportsnet LA. Another 6:30 start time tomorrow with Tyler Glasnow on the mound. And then on Sunday, Clayton Kershaw's final career regular season start. First pitch for that one is at noon. And then next Tuesday, the wild card series will begin at Dodger Stadium. Emmett Sheehan tossed 7 scoreless, only allowed 1 hit against the Giants last time out. He's about to make his final start of the regular season in Seattle coming up in 20 minutes. Plus, Dave Roberts already has 2 World Series titles on his resume. Is he the most important piece for the postseason puzzle? We'll explain coming up next.